What's going on, everyone? The day has finally come. We are finally going to complete the trilogy. We are going to watch Back to the Future Part 3. Now, I thoroughly enjoyed the first one. I had some issues with the second one, but overall I also enjoyed that film. But obviously the first one was better. I expect this third one to be better than the second one since they are finally going to conclude it. I got a comment the other day explaining that the second one and the third one that we're about to watch were filmed roundabout at the same time. So I'm expecting the story to sort of continue properly and be more linear. I was told that the whole thing of them going to the future and dealing with their kids was sort of a joke, and they didn't really plan for making a sequel, especially about that particular topic. And when you think about it, it really makes sense. And another thing that bothered me in the second one is that in the end, Doc sort of disappeared. He's time traveled to the past. Like, I understand what happened, I just don't know why it happened. I'm expecting to see the same people here, such as obviously Doc, Marty, and Biff. I know they're traveling to the past, so maybe we'll see one of Biff's ancestors, and I'm assuming he'll also be a douchebag like him. But anyway, let's stop wasting time, and without any further ado, let's get started. Saturday. Yep. So happy. Man, I love this music though. Theme song for Back to the Future.
Oh, I know he did send me back to the future, but I'm back. I'm back from the future.
Great Scott. I feel like this isn't the exact scene. It's like a variation of it. Part 3. Oh man, we're getting to the end. I mean, we are at the end. Just, I don't know. I feel like we started this whole journey and now we're about to end it. Because it's only these 3 films. Hey, the hoverboard. He still has that. Hey, they must have had a very long day. I mean, sending people back to the future. Especially Marty. I mean, he had a crazy day. Because all of this is happening in one weekend for him. Do you not remember what happened? Yeah.
In fact, I don't even remember how I got home. Perhaps the gigawatt discharge, coupled with a temporal displacement field generated by the time vehicle, caused a disruption of my own
Dude.
brainwaves, resulting in a condition
He's right behind
of
you.
amnesia. Indeed, I now recall that moments after the time
You're
vehicle
overthinking.
disappeared into the future, I saw a vision of Marty say he had come back from the future.
Hey, Doc.
Undoubtedly, this was some sort of a digital image.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
The DeLorean caused a gigawatt overload, which scrambled the time circuits, activated the flux capacitor, and sent me back to 1885.
Okay.
Circuits and destroyed the flying circuits. Unfortunately, the car will never fly again. It actually flew.
Yeah, we had a hover conversion done in the early 21st century.
Incredible. 1885.
Wow.
Amazing. I actually
What?
end up as a blacksmith in the Old West.
Pretty heavy, huh?
I mean, this
buried
is
the DeLorean in the abandoned Delgado mine adjacent to the old Boot Hill
quite an
Cemetery.
awesome contrast, you know.
Hopefully it should remain undisturbed and preserved until you uncover it in
Right.
1955.
Because he traveled to the future where everything was all advanced. Now let's go to the past where everything is all primitive.
Should have.
I think you woke up the dead with that blast.
Take this camera. I want to document everything.
That's an adorable dog
Attempted to reach the center of the earth.
wearing that helmet.
Reading my favorite author, Jules Verne. Just occurred to me, Marty, since I end up in 1885, perhaps I'm now in the history books. I wonder, could I go to the library and look myself up in the old newspaper archives?
I don't know, Doc. You're the one that's always saying, it's not good to know too much about your own destiny.
You're right, Marty. I know too much already.
But
Better
it's
that I not attempt to uncover the circumstances of my own future.
okay. Never mind.
What's wrong?
Here lies Emmett Brown.
Come on, let's go home. Come on.
He died. Come back. You didn't you see? Yeah.
Doc!
You have to double back.
Come here! Quick!
He died.
What's wrong, Marty? You look like you've seen a ghost.
You're not far off, Doc.
Great Scott.
Great Scott. He likes saying that.
Check this out. Picture.
Shot in the back by Buford Tannen over a matter of $80. What kind of a future do you call that?
Buford.
Buford Tannen was a notorious gunman whose short temper and a tendency to drool earned him the nickname Mad Dog. He was quick on the trigger and bragged that he had killed 12 men, not including Indians or Chinamen.
After all, we can't risk sending you back into a populated area or to a spot that's geographically unknown. You don't want to crash into some tree that once existed in the past. This is all completely open country, so you have plenty of runout space when you arrive. Remember where you're going. There are no roads. There's a small cave.
It's very smart thinking, Doc.
Perfect place to hide a time vehicle. 1885, and those Indians won't even be there.
Right.
Well,
Can he get to 88 miles from that distance?
good luck for both of our sakes. See you in the future.
You mean the past?
Exactly.
This is so confusing. Okay, let's go. Da 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 da. Da, da, da. Whoa! Like, okay, I guess back then they were called Indians, but now they're called Native Americans. Yeah, reverse. It's either they're very blind and stupid or they never cared about that car and Marty in the beginning. Like seriously, they probably know the area. They should have known that there's a cave down there. Something's leaking. Ah,
Damn, I ripped the fuel line.
damn it. Obviously the car has to be broken somehow. That's a freaking bear. Jeez, it's standing up. It's a grizzly. Run. Dude. Be careful. Ouch. Ah, he's knocked out. He snaps him.
Maggie! Fetch some water. We got a herdsman here.
What? That's one of his ancestors. I'm so couldn't even talk.
Mom,
I'm assuming.
Mom, is that you?
There now.
Uh.
You've been asleep for nearly 6 hours now.
Deja vu.
Full nightmare. Locksmith friend. You can stay the night in the barn. And tomorrow, I'll take you as far as the railroad tracks. You can follow them straight on into town.
What are they eating?
I'll even give you a hat. That's great. Thanks. Will you hold him for a minute?
Wow, that's a complete stranger, dude. Trust him with your baby. That's
My
because
great-grandfather.
great-grandfather.
First McFly born in America.
He just peed on you. That is disgusting.
You peed on me.
Dude. Try not to be... Try not to look like an outsider.
I'm
look like him, though. Especially with that dog ugly hat. You kin to that, hey, barber?
Is that
What's your
Mad
name,
Dog?
dude?
Mart Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood?
Clint Eastwood.
Bartender. I'm looking for that no-good cheating blacksmith. You seen him?
This is definitely the same actor who portrays Biff.
You're Mad Dog Tannen.
Oh, was he not supposed to say that?
Mad Dog. I hate that name. I hate it. You hear? Nobody calls me Mad Dog. Especially not some duded up, egg-sucking gutter trash.
Whoa! Damn. This guy is very unstable. Ah, now he's moonwalking. They don't know that.
You better run, squirrel.
Again! Oh, this is so... Okay, get on a horse this time. It was what was it? It was a skateboard before, then it was a hoverboard. No, it was a... Wait, which one was it? It was a skateboard before, then it was a hoverboard. This time it better be a horse. Damn. How are they dragging him? Damn. Ouch. Mad Dog is a psycho. How are people tolerating this?
We got ourselves a new courthouse.
You are not about to hang that dude. No! No! Somebody stop him! That is so dramatic. Start with the legs. So we don't see their face.
They'll shoot the fleas off a dog's back at 500 yards, Tannen, and it's pointed straight at your head.
Doc!
So the way I figure it, blacksmith, you owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
That's $80.
Look, if your horse threw a
That's how he died.
back and I'll resue him. I done shot that horse. Well, that's your problem, Tannen.
That's $80.
That's yours. So from now on, you better be looking behind you when you walk, because one day you're gonna get a bullet in your back.
A little on the nose, but wow, that is how he died, because of those reasons.
And who's this beloved Clara? I don't know anyone named Clara.
I don't know, Doc. I thought maybe she was a girlfriend of yours.
You haven't met her then.
My involvement in such a social relationship here in 1885 could result in a disruption of the space-time continuum. As a scientist, I can never take that risk. Certainly not after what we've already been through.
So you're gonna be alone.
Oh, Emmett! Hubert!
Just because you're afraid of altering the future, you don't wanna be in a relationship. It's quite sad.
You remember last week at town?
Ice!
Iced tea?
No thanks. It's a refrigerator.
It is so huge and clunky.
To find another task.
Damn.
I never meet the woman. There's no possibility of a romantic infatuation. There's not going to be a gas station around here until sometime in the next century. Without gasoline, you can't get the DeLorean up to 88 miles per hour.
So what do we do?
Yeah. I would laugh if they used horses to time travel. Okay, but I was gonna laugh if they use horses to time travel. Because I highly doubt horses can travel for 88 miles an hour. No. No, yeah. Yeah, that would have been too bizarre if that worked. Even for this movie.
Marty, it's perfect. You're just not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Right, I have a real problem.
Don't you see? The bridge will exist in 1985. It's safe and still in use. Therefore, as long as we get the DeLorean up to 88 miles an hour before we hit the edge of the ravine,
Yeah,
we'll
makes sense.
arrive at a point in time where the bridge is completed.
Makes sense. Just make sure you
Under us and coast safely across the ravine.
just make sure you get to that speed before you reach the end.
Spectacular wreck.
We're about to take a turn, and the thing's going to. Yeah, saw that coming. So, damn, what a fall.
But it's really no trouble.
Man,
He says it's
Doc.
We gotta get going. Ma'am, good luck with your school teaching and everything.
The look on his face, he is mesmerized by her.
Almost ended up at the bottom of Clayton Ravine. Clayton Ravine?
Holy shit, hey Doc.
What?
Clayton Ravine was named after a teacher. They say she fell in there 100 years ago.
100 years ago?
She was supposed to.
That's this year.
Every kid in school knows that story because we all have teachers we like to see fall into the ravine.
She was supposed to die.
God! That she was supposed to go over in that wagon.
Yes.
Now, I may have seriously altered history.
You. Wow.
Look, Doc. What's the worst that can happen, huh? So they don't name the ravine after her. Let's just get the DeLorean ready and get the hell out of here.
I wish I'd never invented that infernal time machine.
Dude, it causes so.
Cause nothing but disaster.
It causes so much trouble.
We'll load the DeLorean onto the tracks here on the spur, right by the old abandoned silver mine.
When did you build this?
Track is where the spur runs off the main line 3 miles out to Clayton.
Yeah, I like how in the first one it was Lorraine that came to see Marty.
Why, hello. This is quite a surprise.
Now it switched. Hey, be careful nothing catches on fire. That's timber.
The only problem is we'll never be able to show it to anybody.
Smile, Doc.
You look very nice.
Thank you.
They're quite old and at the same time they're still awkward.
Baby can handle this weapon. Surely you're not afraid to try something that a baby could do.
Hey, I'm not afraid of
Oh,
nothing.
come on. Man, let's just step up here like a baby.
Marty, he gets easily triggered.
You just ease that hammer back. Smile, Marshall. After all, this is a party.
The only party I'll be smiling at is the one that sees you at the end of a rope.
Wow.
Have fun.
You know, the tone kind of changes here.
That's how you handle him, son. Never give him an inch. And maintain discipline at all times. Remember that word. Discipline.
I will, Pa.
Yeah, the tone kind of changes here. Like the first two movies had a sort of a fun tone. This one gets a bit dark. Oh, there they.
Ain't you gonna introduce me to the lady? I'd like a dance.
I wouldn't give you that pleasure. You'll just have to go ahead and shoot.
All right.
No, Emmett, I'll dance with him, Emmett. I'll dance with him.
No,
While I get acquainted with the
I can hate this dude.
I don't dance very well when my partner has a gun in his hand.
Oh, you are.
Disgusting.
You know, Smithy.
Guy's a piece of.
Just take my $80 worth. Oh, what's wrong, dude? You yellow?
Really
That's what I thought. Yellow belly.
called him a coward.
High noon?
Noon. I do my killing before breakfast. 7 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I do my killing after breakfast.
Peacemaker.
Hey, no problem. Thanks a lot.
Of course, you understand that if you lose, I'm taking it back.
Oh, yeah, he'll be dead.
Thanks again.
He'll be dead if he loses.
Stay till later, Royal.
How are they pulling this off?
To play in his game, his way, boy, his rules. Seamus, relax. I know what I'm
Okay, I'm starting to see some
Be a floor mark.
Hi.
weird
Wait a minute.
video effects.
Brother named Martin McFly? How to, brother? Marty. Martin used to let men provoke him into fighting. He was concerned that people would think him a coward if he refused. That's how he got a Bowie knife shoved through his belly in a saloon in Virginia City. Never considered the future, poor Martin. God rest his soul.
Sure, and I hope you're considering the future, Mr. Eastwood.
I think about it all the time.
Wow. I hope that's a lesson for you to learn, dude. I like this though. Doc gets to have a relationship with someone. We've been so fixated on Marty for the first two films. Oh, this is a callback to the first movie. So what exactly is it triggering now? Because last time I think it was Einstein's bowl of, I don't know, dog food.
You talking to me?
Dude, you're in high school. You can't be carrying guns so easily.
Here in the morning, don't you think?
Yeah, it's lovely, Doc. Listen, we're gonna load the DeLorean up and get ready to roll, all right?
Here lies.
Look at that, the tombstone.
Here lies who?
Marty, let me. Great, Doc. Don't you get it? We're going back to the
No,
future.
oh, he might die.
But only my name is erased.
Someone,
The tombstone itself and the dates still remain. That doesn't make sense.
someone's still gonna die.
Right, so.
Excuse me, Mr. Eastwood. I just need to take your measurement.
Oh, look, pal, I don't want to buy a
For a coffin.
No, this is for your coffin.
My coffin.
Well, the odds are running 2 to 1 against you. Might as well be prepared.
So, may not be my name that's supposed to end up on this tombstone. It may be yours.
Great Scott.
I know, this is heavy.
Wow, now he says great Scots.
Wearing that gun. You're not considering...
You heard what that son of a bitch called me last night?
Marty, you can't go losing your judgment every time someone calls you a name. That's exactly what causes you to get into that accident.
Exactly. Wait, what?
What about my future?
I can't tell you. It might make things worse.
Come on.
Wait a minute, Doc.
Spit it out.
What is wrong with my future?
Marty, we all have to make decisions that affect the course of our lives. You've got to do what you've got to do. And I've got to do what I've got to do. I've made a decision. I'm not going with you tomorrow. I'm staying here.
Why?
What are you talking about, Doc?
There's no point in denying it. I'm in love with Clara.
Oh, man. Doc, we don't belong here. Neither one of us. You know, it could still be you that gets shot tomorrow. This tombstone could still be in your future.
Marty, the future isn't written. Let this one little photograph determine my entire destiny.
And you're in a relationship with someone from the past.
My life according to what I believe is right. In my heart.
Man.
Listen. Maybe we can... I don't know, maybe we can just take Clara with us.
Future?
Still a bad idea.
You reminded me, Marty. I'm a scientist, so I must be scientific about this. I cautioned you about disrupting the continuum for your own personal benefit. Therefore, I must do no less. We shall proceed as planned, and as soon as we return to 1985, we'll destroy this infernal machine. Traveling through time has become much too painful.
Yeah, man. He has to sacrifice a lot. Yeah, I didn't expect this movie to be this emotional, especially from Doc Brown's perspective. I nearly called him Doc Ock.
And tomorrow I have to go back to the year 1985.
She doesn't believe you?
Yes, Emmett. Do understand.
What?
I understand because you know I'm partial to the writings of Jules Verne. You concocted those mendacities in order to take advantage of me. Oh, I've heard some whoppers in my day, but the fact that you'd expect me to entertain a notion like that is so insulting and degrading.
Let it go,
All
dude.
you had to say is I don't love you and I don't want to see you anymore. That at least would have been
Let it,
But that's not the
let
truth.
it go. Let it go.
It's a woman, right? I knew it. I have seen that look on a man's face 1,000 times all across the country. Well, all I can tell you, friend, is you'll get over her.
Oh,
Hopefully.
is 1 in 1,000,000, 1 in 1 billion, 1 in a Googleplex. The woman of my dreams, and I lost her for all time.
I can assure you, sir, there are other women. I have peddled this barbed wire all across the country has taught me one thing, certain. It's that you never know what the future might bring.
Oh, the future. Oh, I can tell you about the future.
He knows more about the future than you do, buddy.
He has.
None. That's the first one. He hadn't touched it yet.
Oh,
He just likes to hold it.
he even take a sip.
Doc! Doc! What are you doing?
I've lost her, Marty. There's nothing left for me here.
All right, that's why you gotta come back with me.
Where?
Back to the future.
Right. Let's get going.
That was weird.
Gentlemen,
When he
excuse
let the
me, but
person,
my
he
friend
forgot
and I
what
have to catch a train.
the goal was.
You blacksmith!
Damn it, no!
What was that?
Come on, Doc. Wake up.
What was inside the
Wake up, Doc.
the glass?
How many do you have?
Just the one.
Just the one? Come on, Doc.
Here's a fella that can't hold his liquor.
Give me some coffee. Black.
Joey, coffee!
Oh no. That is disgusting.
He's gonna be as sober as a priest on Sunday.
10 minutes. Why do we have to cut these things so damn close?
This clothespin.
That is so true. It's always like that.
Inside me told me I should be here. As if my future had something to do with it.
You come around in a minute.
Come on, Doc. Let's go, Doc. Let's wake up now, buddy. Come on.
Are you in there, Eastwood? It's 8 o'clock.
No, it's not.
And I'm calling you out.
He still has 5 minutes.
All right, you got the gumps.
Listen. I'm not really feeling up to this today.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna have to
back
forfeit.
down. Yeah, sure.
Forfeit.
Back down.
What's that mean?
It means that you win without a fight.
Without shooting? You can't do that. Hey, you can't do that.
No.
To come out here and prove I'm
Calm
wrong.
down.
One.
You need to learn, dude.
Come on, sober up, buddy. Let's go. Come on.
You better face up to it, son, because if you don't go out there...
What?
Five.
What if I don't go out there? You're a coward.
Don't listen to them.
Be branded a coward for the rest of your days. Everybody, everywhere, will say Clint Eastwood is the biggest yellow belly in the West.
Clint Eastwood.
7.
Here.
8.
I already got a gun.
I don't think he's gonna die, but still, this is a tense moment.
This yellow pie flanger.
He's an asshole. I don't care what Tannen says. And I don't care what anybody else says either.
Okay, he's up.
Doc, you okay?
I think so. Whoa. What a headache.
Listen, you got a back door to this place?
Yeah, it's in the back.
Let's go, Doc.
Yeah.
Are you coming out here, or do I have to come in there after you?
Quickly, run.
Reach, blacksmith!
That's such a coincidence. She's about to overhear the conversation that he had with Doc Brown.
What did you say her name was? Kara? Sarah? Clara. Clara.
Excuse me.
Ma'am?
But was this man tall with great big brown puppy dog eyes and long silvery flowing hair?
You know him.
Hammett.
Whoa. Man, the train is so close to the camera. Did you, dude?
I thought we could settle this like men.
You thought wrong, dude.
He didn't die. He's not bleeding. Similar to how Doc Ock wasn't bleeding in the first movie. That's steel plates! Yeah! Oh! Yeah, he knocked it over. The camera focused on it a bit. Again! Again! I guess that symbolizes that nobody's gonna die. Since the tombstone's broken. Is that manure? Is that manure? Is it?
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I think? I think Buford's going to jail.
Awesome. That was a nice callback. Manure, shout it. Shout it.
I hate
Nobody dies.
Yes!
Awesome. The train.
Train.
Can we make it?
We'll have to cut him off at Coyote Pass.
Seamus. It's worth $12, never been used. Maybe I'll trade it for a new hat. Ride and take care of that baby. I will.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, good. Yes. Come on, I wanted to catch up to them. I somehow doubt it's gonna happen. Quickly get on board. Alright, the plan is starting. I wonder how is this going to be resolved? This whole relationship that Doc has with Clara. Quite curious.
Hopefully we'll hit 88 miles per hour before the needle gets much past 2,000.
Why? What happens after it hits 2,000?
The whole boiler explodes.
Perfect.
Whoa! Hold on! Man, she truly loves him. She's willing to do all of this just to catch up to him. Oh, now the smoke is all green.
Hold on to something, Doc. The yellow light's about to blow.
She better not die. Oh, she's still gonna...
Golly.
Shit. I don't think she's gonna make it. I think she might die from by falling off that ravine. like she was supposed to.
The windmill, we're going past 50, you'll never make it!
The point of no return.
Then we'll have to take her back with us. Keep calling out.
Okay, take her back with you guys. Please. Please. Please go with them. I don't want her to die. Okay, try to hurry up though. Watch your step, but don't look down. It's not gonna end well. I don't believe. No! 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 Hold on! Hold on! Point of no return. They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. They are not going to make it. Okay. Yeah, that thing is faster than a train. Oh, go back inside. Go back inside. Go back inside. Dog. He stayed with her. Eastwood Ravine. Everybody's looking at her. Get out of the way. Oh, get out. Is that how it's going to be destroyed? You never got to say goodbye properly, though. Damn.
Marty, who are you supposed to be?
That is-
Eastwood?
Exactly.
I really like that hat, Marty.
Piss off.
The big town. How's it hanging, McFly?
Hey, Needles.
Nice set of wheels. Let's see what she can do. Next green light.
Nah, you learned your lesson. You don't need to prove jack to them, dude.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, you think I'm stupid enough to race that asshole?
You need to cause an
Where'd
accident.
you get that Rolls Royce?
What's wrong? You're fi- He learns his lesson. He learns his lesson. Oh, wow. He doesn't get fired because he doesn't get triggered by someone calling him a chicken. Nice. I love that character development. Nice. Oh. Damn, look at this locomotive. Awesome! Man, I kid you not, I was really gonna start hating this movie after that ending. If it ended that way.
Hi, Marty.
Ma'am! These are our boys! Jules!
And
And Vern! Boys, this is Marty and Jennifer.
Doc, I thought I'd never see you.
yeah.
You can't keep a good scientist down! After all, I had to come back for Einstein, and well, I didn't want you to be worried about me.
Is it the picture frame of them? Yeah. Saw that coming.
It's great, Doc. Thanks.
I brought this note back from the future, and now it's erased.
Of course it's a race!
But what does that mean?
It means your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. Your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one. Both of you.
I love that.
We will, Doc.
Stand back.
Oh man, those are wise words.
Where you going now? Back to the future?
Nope. Already been there.
So where are you going? Of course it starts flying. Of course it starts flying. Eesh. CGI. The end. Okay, now I'm happy. Okay. That was a pretty good movie, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was this close to hating the film if it ended with just Marty going back to the present and him not saying a final goodbye to Doc. I swear if the last 10 minutes of this film didn't happen, this film was going to be the worst of the trilogy. I love that this one focused more on Doc and his relationship because if you remember, one of my complaints in the first two was that it was more Marty centric, even though Doc was a very strong supporting character. The last 25 minutes was absolutely exciting because I was kind of curious of how exactly this film was going to end. You know, if Doc was going to stay with Clara, or they were both going to go to the present, or I don't know, Marty might not make it in time and the whole plan would just not work. That moment was intense, I'm not gonna lie. Man, that message that Doc gave them in the end, when he explained that the future hasn't been written yet, no one's has, your future is whatever you make it to be, so make it a good one. Those lines were awesome. Yeah, I get it, it was a bit cheesy, but it actually had an impact on me. One of the things I love about this movie is that there were a lot of callbacks to the first two films. Like, they were always doing the same thing over and over again. Like, for example, Marty would have a problem with Biff or one of Biff's descendants, and then after that he would have this chase sequence. The first one was a chase sequence with a skateboard, you know, an old-fashioned skateboard, and then the second one, since they're in the future, it was an actual hoverboard, and then here they used a horse. Now, to some people that might be annoying, always doing the same thing over and over again, but I actually liked it because there was like a variation of it. It wasn't exactly the same. I'm so happy that Marty kind of learned his lesson. You know, he had his own character development where he no longer gets triggered when someone calls him a chicken, because we saw in the second film, part 2, that he ends up getting fired because someone called him a chicken. Like, it's not that big of a deal, and yet he just gets angry all of a sudden. If he got easily triggered by that dude towards the end who wanted to race with them, as we saw, he would have caused an accident. He probably would have died. I think Jennifer would have gotten the most damage if I'm not mistaken, because she was towards the right side of the car where that other car hit. Another callback that I liked was when Marty hit his head on the wooden gate, and then he had to be taken care of by a descendant of his. I still find it weird that the actress that played his mom throughout the series also played the wife of his great-great-grandfather, and he is the person that acts as his great-great-grandfather. It's so cool how these films establish the conflicts, the issue in the beginning of the movie, and then throughout the whole thing, it's them trying to accomplish that goal that they set out initially. Now, obviously, it's never straightforward. There's always going to be hurdles. You know, it's never an easy plan to do. It sounds easy, but the execution isn't. I truly enjoyed this movie. You know, it wrapped up in a nice little bow. As we saw, somehow Doc managed to make another time machine, which is no longer a car, it's now a locomotive that's able to fly somehow. And he also has a family, which is pretty cool. The guy got a happy ending, and so did Marty. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a ranking video where I rank all 3 of the Back to the Future films, but I did really enjoy this one. Maybe you guys will tell me in the comment section if you'd like a video like that. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It has been fun. I enjoyed it throughout. I enjoyed certain films more than the rest, but pretty much all 3 of the films were great. I'm looking forward to starting other movie series, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the journey too. So, Back to the Future Part 3. Have you watched it? What do you think about it? Or what do you think about the entire franchise in general? Please tell me in the comment section below.